in most modern cars, like this Kia here that we own, yes, it's a nice car. In most modern cars, put the battery where you can get to it. Like, the battery's usually right here, or it's over here usually, is where the battery usually is. Now, this car we had for a number of years now. Now, this broke. Now, when we first bought the car, see this pole right here? This pole was interesting. Usually the pole's down on the hood, down here. No, not a Kia. The Kia, it connects up here to the bonnet, or the hood. If you live in America, we call it a hood. If you live in the UK, they call it a bonnet. Now, this was the interesting thing about owning these cars. That the stick goes up in the bonnet. Now, putting a hole in the hood over here also latches into the hood. Up here in the bonnet. Which I think is pretty neat, but... we had this car for a number of years now. We just got the plugs changed in it, which was a nightmare. Behind this panel right here, there's only 3 plugs you can get to. According to what Donut Media classified this is a Kia. This engine is classified as a VR engine. This is a V6. It runs good. Your power steering. You mean your oil fluid, your power steering, your coolant. Then you got back here, which this is typical in most cars. This is automatic, but if this was a manual, I'll tell you right now. If this is a manual, right here would be your brake, and right next to it would be your clutch. Right here would be next to the brake. Right here's your brake fluid. Right next to it would be your clutch, which is usually the same thing in most manual cars. Batteries right here, which is bad. Your fuse box, your air breather. Under here is your plugs, oil refill, oil check, oil filler, washer fluid filler. That would be your tranny, radiator fluid. Right here is right in front of your car's radiator. So yeah, this thing's pretty neat. This car is made in Korea, but this thing is actually this car is pretty cool because let me zoom in this warning label because the warning label is kind of funny. Now, I don't read all this stuff, but I can tell you what some of these languages are. Like, never open when hot. Next one is, okay, that one's Spanish, French, Arabic. I think that might be, and then that's Korean, I think. So we got English, Spanish, French, Arabic. I think that might be Mandarin or Chinese, and then Korean. So that's pretty neat. Now this car, I know the battery's dead. I tried starting it earlier, it wouldn't start, but we're going to try it again. Let's see what happens. The battery's flat, so I'm going to try starting it up one more time. If it doesn't start, then definitely the car's having problems. Nope, it's dead. So, this thing's not going anywhere without a tow, or we're gonna jump. We have a battery box, it doesn't work, so yeah. So please make sure you know what you're doing with your cars. Before I start filming, I was looking at my battery to see if I can figure out how old this battery is. But that cat over there decided to jump in the engine bay, so I couldn't do any work. Now, we have to return this battery back to it says please return back to the store you got it from, which tells you where you got it from. This battery's not that old, but if your battery doesn't work, then you have to change the alternator. Which, that's a nightmare to do, because I don't know where the alternator is on this thing. And I'm not going to jack the sucker up to find the alternator and change the belt. Everything else looks pretty good in this car. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. So, yeah. I don't really do... I'm not Doug DeMuro, I'm not Chris Fix. So, I don't think I'm going to do a lot of these videos, guys. If you want me to do more videos, leave a comment below, but if you want me to do more videos like this, I will do more videos like... Oh, there we go. Right there's the right there's the alternator. Right there. That's the alternator. This right here is the alternator. Here's the alternator. Right there's your alternator, right there, guys. That keeps the battery charged and keeps the car running. That keeps the battery charged while you're driving. All you have to do is get the battery running. The alternator will charge the battery, keep it going. We might go to the auto parts store and see if the battery's still good or not. So yeah, that too. See you guys in.